Yeah, I'm dripping junket. How you all doing, folks? Ralphy here, Ralphy's Reviews, Team Knucklehead. It's been a while, hasn't it? Where you fucking been? Hey, don't leave this along next time. No, seriously. We've been so fucking busy. Work's been mental, home life's been mental. We've all got a life and we all have other things that we do. So thank you for sticking with me in between reviews. I know it's been like forever, but I'm going to do my best to get a few done, and hopefully you'll enjoy them just like you used to, and fucking there we go. I think we can move on from this point. Today we are going to be looking at the VP style RDA. Yeah, lovely fucking bit of kit, honestly. I've been rocking it on this Elf Thunder Light style mod since we got them in. Absolutely stunning. Bit of an unusual build deck. It's a bit of a triangle, like a pyramid-y thing. Squonker, plonker, plunger, bottom feeder friendly, which is always a bonus, and it's a fucking joy to use. I've got a low pro tip on this one. We'll go in, we'll have a look at how they come and the standard tip and all the rest of that shit, but fucking love it. So mind the dog in the background, look, sniffing around. Anyway, we'll go in close, we'll have a look, we'll pop a build in, and we'll come back up top for a vape. Yeah, so see you in a minute. Okie dokie, here we fucking go. You get a nice little plastic case. There's nothing nice about it, is it? It's a fucking plastic case. Right, let's have it out. So I was using a brass one on my light. This is a stainless one. There's lots of other colours. You get a nice little spares package. You get your bottom feed 510 pin in there, a couple of chunky monkey fucking flathead screws, shitty little screwdriver, and your O-rings. So that's par for the course. Get that out of the way. You also get the RDA, obviously, which I'm fucking raving about. Lovely bits of kit. So you have got your gold plated deck. There we go. You've got your twin airflow, really adjustable, and it's got scope for a single coil there, look. So you can run a single coil and have that airflow there and that side closed off. Lovely deep logo engraved into it, and this, I like this nearly finish. That means you can really adjust that if it's all covered in juice and slippy and slidey. You've not got to worry too much, but it all holds together really well. The O-rings hold that airflow control just where you put it, and the deck is nice and tight even though it is so skinny, look. Yeah, so it's got a skinny little deck, it's got the logo on, but it works really well. People will say, well, there's not much of a juice well. Well, the fucking is, because when you build it up, if you're going to take anything off to drip, take the airflow out. That's why it's got these grips on it. And then you've got a fucking massive fucking juice well. How deep do you need it? I don't bother. I go straight in through the 510 myself, or the 810 as it is nowadays. Straight in through the drip tip I go. This will take all of your aftermarket goon size, Kennedy size, all the rest of it. I've got a low profile one on mine, so that's nice and handy, and it is beautifully finished. Look, excuse me. I guess the most interesting feature is this weird fucking deck that's like a triangle, like a fucking Toblerone deck, like pyramids. You know, you've got that insulator between the two posts with plenty of gap for juice to come up if you're using it in bottom feeder mode, in squonker plonker mode. If not, what I like is when you drip down, if you don't take the top off, it's kind of evenly distributes over that V, over that triangle. Yeah, so You ain't got to be too worried about fucking getting it on both coils or fucking about with it. You can just pour some in there and away you fucking go. It's really, really good. Little bit awkward to build on if you're not used to it, because the posts come out so low and the funny shape puts people off. A few people have given us feedback and looked at it and gone, oh, I'm not sure how to build on that. It's piece piss. Look, let's have it on here. Bear with. Okay, so I've got a pre-bent coils. There's a tutorial down in my feed. Shows you about pre-bending the legs. Otherwise, with this 20 gauge, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. We just drop one in there like that. Look. Drop its mate in the other side. Bear with. Give them a squeeze. Squeeze them into place and tighten these end screws just like you would any other build. So there's nothing to be put off by the weird looking deck. You know, it's absolutely fine, and once you've done a couple of builds on it, there's nothing to it, honestly. I don't think that this Tab Plus is going to fire this off, because until you pull some pinch, it reads so low. Okay, so I've dropped this on a mech just to finish getting it all set, because my Tab Plus won't fire this low, as low as this reads, until I pull some pinch. So I'll just make sure that's nice and tight and get a little bit of hot leg action due to the nature of the coils, but we'll soon get there. A little bit of pulse and pinch. Okay, starting to come together now. Keep pulsing and pinching. What I also like to do is get my tool in, give it a jiggly wiggle it, get it set where I want it, and because I've fired it off a couple of times, just check, because it'll relax into shape. And the old 20 gauge puts up a bit of a fight at times, and it feels like it's tighter than it is, so always worth tweaking them screws after you've fired it off a couple of times. So just to be sure. Here we go, coming together nicely. There you go, sorted. Nothing wrong with that. Lovely jubbly. Just need to get the bad boy wicked, which I'm going to struggle to do on camera. I'm just going to blow it. Bear with. I'm just blowing the coils to make sure they're not hot enough to scorch the cotton. And all I do, there you go, a little bit of scorch action. Look. All I do when I wick it is pull it through, trim it off just a little bit wider than the deck. Get this side in. One end's already cut, so we don't need to bother too much. Trim that one off. Quick tidy up. And then just tuck them ends in. Because there's no bottom airflow, we ain't got to worry about clogging any holes up. And I always make sure that I leave a gap under the coil like that. I don't want to fill it full of cotton and stop that vapor production. Yeah, so well worth making sure that you've left as much air around the coil itself as you can, while still maintaining that fluffy, cloudy, cottony goodness either end, to get the juice onto the bad boy. Yeah, dead simple, isn't it? Look, I'm just banging that in. Very little finesse there needed, and you're away. That is as good as you need. So nothing at all to be scared of when it comes to building on that deck. That is well suited now to having the top cap fitted, priming it up and vaping away. Well worth noting is you can see the coil there through the air hole, and that is about how I like it. It's nice and airy, so you ain't got to worry about cutting the flow off, and that for me gives a perfect balance of cloud and flavour. Obviously you can set your coils lower, you can set your coils higher, you know, you really can fuck about with this and get your sweet spot. So if you get one, have a play, see what suits you best. Nothing to be scared about when it comes to building it up, and I'm really enjoying the vape. Let's go back up top, I'll have another fucking vape and we'll talk a bit more. There you fucking go. I mean, I like that modern decks. More recent times I've seen more decks come in with 2 posts, yeah, and I like that we are squonker plonker bottom feeder friendly on so many different RDAs nowadays. I definitely think it is the way forward. I like that it is so fucking airy, and I also like the low slung deck, so you can put your coils exactly where you want them to hit your sweet spot with that airflow. And as you saw on the close-up, I run mine about in line with the airflow. You could lift your coils up a little to get a bit more underneath if you want more flavour. You could drop them down a little bit. You could really fine-tune the position of your coils there with that low slung but not bottom airflow. It's not as low as you're going to get on RDAs that are dedicated for bottom airflow. You know, don't go through the deck and come out under the coils, but it's low enough that you got all the benefits without having to worry about a load of juice pissing out the fucking holes, to be fair. So it's a winner chicken fucking dinner. Love it to bits. Honestly, comes in an array of finishes, and there's got to be one that's going to suit your favourite mod. I've not put this fucker down since we got them in. Absolutely love it. It's a deal, it's a steal, it's a sale of the fucking century, and it will put you on that steam train to Flavour Town for sure. Yeah, so there you go. Not a bad return for me. I don't feel. A little bit rusty here and there because I've not done one for a little while, and as you can see, I'm in a completely different environment to the one that I used to do my reviews in. So you know, I take a little bit of adjusting, but we'll endeavour. We'll try and push forward, try and get more done as and when. But please bear with me because my time is so fucking limited and precious at the minute. So I do what I can when I can. Thanks for looking. Big love, and remember, people. Smoking kills, vaping saves lives. Which do you choose? Big love, guys. See you all again real soon.